Well, friends, I am your host Raghav Khosla from Exhibition Showcase. Today, I am very happy to be with the man, Mr. Vipul Agarwal, the MD of Expro Events. Congratulations to you for executing the G20 work with such a flawless manner. We would like to understand from you the journey behind this massive events which you have handled during the G20 presidency, and what has been the journey about, how many events you have done so far, and what are the basic highlights you would like to share with our audience.
Raghav, I would like to say I have done a lot of big events in my life, including defense expos, a lot of investor summits and all. But needless to say, this was the biggest challenge of my life. Doing 50 meetings back to back for almost 9 ministries, and one meeting had almost 10 different events happening in 10 different venues. So if you see technically, I was doing 500 events in a span of 10 months. Not to be quoted, but somewhere down the line, to work with the ministries and the bureaucracy is always a challenge. And honestly speaking, for the last 10 years, I didn't have a breathing space. There was no movies, there was no vacations, no family life, no Sunday, no nothing. We have worked like horses for 10 months. But I'm so glad to bring it on record that yes, Expro has come out with flying colors. And it is not me who is saying this. All my clients, may it be Ministry of External Affairs, may it be Ministry of Health, may it be ISRO, Ministry of Culture, Environment, Power, whatever ministry I had. You speak to anyone and they say we have never seen a more professional and a better EMC in our life than us. So what I personally feel is going to be our asset after the G20 is going to be, we have a lot of friends, a lot of clients for life. Tushar will be having a lot of new senior bureaucrats in Platter who he'll be able to serve for next 10 years. So I think that was number one. Number two is the exposure you get, because G20 is not going to happen every day. Doing the most prestigious event of the country India has ever hosted, spanned over a period of 1 year. Now the main challenge is the span. What was happening was, suppose there's a meeting happening. For that meeting, there were 10 different bureaucrats appointed for that meeting. So people were called left, right and center to come for the meetings, come for the Reikis, come for this. Suddenly there is a second ministry jumps in, a third ministry. It was a chaos. But I am so proud to say that the way the top management and my team handled it and came out with flying colors, I'm really happy as it is. I'm almost at the end of the journey now. It's one more week. But yes, I'm a happy man after doing the most prestigious event for the country. Thank you. Yeah.
And Vipulji, it's also known that an event like this, of this scale, where you have to handle so many multiple sub-events, you have to be flawless with your execution. How do you manage to achieve such excellence in operations? Because achieving that excellence in operations sets one event management company different from the other, and you are one of the finest here, not just in India but internationally, I would say. How did you achieve this level of excellence in your operations?
Raghav, honestly speaking, the margin of error was zero here. Our role started from the moment the delegates and the minister were landing at the airport. Even if you miss one delegate, the entire experience goes for a toss. So it was starting from the time they were touching the Indian soil till the time they were touching the aircraft back.
It's an entire checklist you have.
Absolutely. So it was right from the receiving, giving the meet and greet, taking back to the hotels, things related to the conferencing, things related to the excursions. There were 5 or 6 excursions happening in one event. So that all the events were spread over 8 to 10 different venues in the same city. And the expectation of the government was very high this time. And I must say, yes, initially it was a big challenge for us. But slowly and steadily we came to the groove. And my team, hats off to them, the way they delivered.
Personally, you have been involved at which level with these kind of events?
I have been involved, the entire family has been on the ground level, to be honest. I'll tell you, my daughter Tanya, she's a fashion designer and she does a master's from UK in graphics. She used to come to my office off and on for doing some, because she does her own work also in freelance mode. She got involved as the head of the design team, interacting with all the ministries. Hats off to that girl, the way she handled those different bureaucracies, the different challenges, and she has been a part of my team for the last 1 year. No holiday for her, no Sunday, no nothing, no Diwali. She was working throughout. My daughter-in-law, she's a qualified chartered accountant. She wanted to be a part of this prestigious event, not knowing what she's entering into. She was entering into a hell. So she was taking care of all collaterals and gifting and everything. And now gifting is again a big game. Why? Because then you have to come to the ministries, try to understand their mind, show them 500 different items to get approved. And as the system works, the things are getting approved at the last minute. And then to get it made and get it airlifted from different part of the country, getting it delivered to the, ensuring that they get it, it was another challenge. So the entire family was completely involved apart from the team. And what I personally feel where we scored over the other people was, and it's coming with the horse's mouth from the ministries. Ki you were hands-on for any inquiry, any requirement. Initially, they were like, "Are you a small company? Why are the top management involved in day-to-day things?" Now they say, "Yes, now we understand. What's the difference between you and other players?" Because you people were hands-down involved on day-to-day and you were on call away. So I think that made a difference.
Amazing, Vipul. I think you deserve now a good break, but I would have to ask this: what are your going to be upcoming plans? Any big events lined
Yes,
up?
we are already in the mode of pitching for some major events which are happening in India. In the last one, we did one Pravasi Bharati Divas. Otherwise, we were not into a pitching mode because we didn't want it to diversify our resources into this, because then it would have been injustice to the G20 ministries we were handling. Yes, we are coming to an end, and I cannot disclose it at that point. We are already pitching, and we are already able to back two prestigious event which is upcoming in next 2 months.